And we are back with another episode of It's That Easy. This is the Saturday night episode, talking college basketball. We've had some really good games on Saturday. So tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, I'm going to do a recap of Saturday games, Friday, and probably last Thursday and Wednesday as well. Because there was a lot of really good games going on, a lot of lessons learned, but a lot of good picks as well. So I want to go over those. But tonight, we are going to talk about Sunday's games. We've got a couple of top 25 teams going on Sunday, and then we're going to get into some smaller conferences as well. So if you're watching, please like and subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. It always helps because I will say this. So this is my first year of really betting on college basketball, and there were tons of learning moments here. But I will say this. I believe that you got to jump in like feet first if you want to learn anything. And so that's kind of what I've done. So it's been a lot of fun. We got conference tournaments coming up here in about a week or so. And then the big dance, which is going to be a lot of fun to get into. So looking forward to that. But for now, let's talk about Sunday's games. So Sunday, we have Purdue going to Ohio State. Purdue is number 8 in the nation. They're 22-6, 12-5 in the Big Ten. Ohio State is 17-11. 9-8 in the Big Ten. So you can already see right there, like one team is a little better than the other team. Purdue scores 83. They give up 70 points a game. Ohio State scores 80 and gives up 73 points a game. Pretty similar. They're 1-3 in the last 3 games, both of them. The bad thing is Ohio State's lost the last 2, but they have been on the road. And Michigan State is coming off a couple of Purdue is coming off a loss to Michigan State at home. So because of all those factors and because I've learned my lesson about home cooking, I'm actually picking Ohio State to cover 5.5 points against Purdue, even though they got the better record and Ohio State's lost the last 2. I just feel like it's good to go home. That's where you kind of get your feet back under you. And I think Ohio State does that tomorrow. So good luck, Ohio State. Only if I bet them, right? So you also have Michigan State, who's the number 13 in the nation. They're traveling to Indiana. Michigan State is 23-5. Pretty good record. Indiana, 17-11. Not so good record. 13-4. Michigan State is in the Big Ten. Indiana's 8-9. So they're below 500 in conference play. Michigan State has won 4 of the last 5 and the last 3 in a row. Indiana, unfortunately, has lost the last 3 to teams like Northwestern, Purdue, and Illinois. So for that reason, and not to mention, so Michigan State, they score 78 points a game, but they only give up 66. I think when you give up in the 60s, that's a good defense. At least in college it is. Indiana scores 79, but they give up 72 points a game. So when you factor all that in as well, to me, Michigan State will go to Indiana, and they will cover those 3.5 points. They'll probably double it, so they'll probably win by 7 to 10 points. But I really see Michigan State continuing their role with after 3 in a row. Yeah, they'll go to Indiana, win there, and cover my bet, that's for sure. I hope so. We'll see how that goes. But now let's jump into a smaller schools. I kind of like these because not a lot of people pick these schools, and I think that's what differentiates my show from other shows that you might watch. I mean, this is the American Conference. Maybe somebody talks specifically about those, but most people don't even touch those. And I like to jump in, see what they can do. I think it helps me learn the game more, the betting game at least. And I get exposed to, some pretty good basketball too. So here we go into Tulane, the Green Wave, going to South Florida to play the Bulls. So Tulane's the Green Wave. That's the one I said looks like a green octopus with a blue hat. They're actually 1-4 in the last 4 games, but they lost the last game to Tulsa pretty bad. They lost by practically 40 points. It was like 34 points. So, yeah, pretty bad there. South Florida is really good. They've won their last 5 in a row. They whipped Rice pretty good by 20 points there. So you can already see where this is headed as well. Tulane scores 73, but gives up 74 points. That's not good at all. South Florida, they score 88 and give up 77. So not elite defense, but they outscore you, right? And because of their records and because South Florida is at home, I'm taking South Florida to cover. I mean, it could get ugly, right? 25 points, or it could be 2. We'll see. But I think South Florida covers this game tomorrow. So we're going with that. I do like to pick this one, right? This is a hometown Texas team, North Texas, playing UAB. Now here's the thing: the spread for this one is not out. I don't know if it's because they're afraid to put it, they don't know it, but let me go over that. So North Texas is 16-13, 7-9 in the conference. UAB, they're the Blazers. I know it's a cool dragon, but they're the Blazers. 18-10, 9-6 in the conference. Let's see. North Texas has lost 2 of the last 3. That's not good. And UAB has won 4 of the last 5. That's really good. But you know what? Here's what I'm going to say. I was looking at UAB. So UAB has beat teams on the road, but then they lose to them at home. They beat Memphis on the road, but they lost to Memphis when playing at UAB. They beat Tulsa on the road, but lost to Tulsa at UAB. So, because of that, they beat North Texas on the road a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to just follow that trend and say, you know what? North Texas wins. I don't know what the spread. They'll have the spread out in the morning. My guess, because of their records, is between 2.5 and 5.5 points. But the higher it is, the better chance that North Texas has to cover. I think North Texas, even though they've struggled against a few teams, they're playing pretty good. So I think they're going to cover that spread. So we'll take them. I don't like the money line unless it's 1.5, right? Then maybe North Texas money line. But if it's 4.5, 5.5, it's UNT to cover, not so much to win. So going with that one. Okay, and here's one that I've never looked at. I should look at what the MVC conference is. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to say Mountain Valley Conference. Let's go with that. But I got Murray State. That's the team. They're the racers, horse racer. So that's pretty good. Here's why I picked it. They're 20-10, and they're going to Bradley to play the Braves, who are 19-11. They're both 12-7 in the conference. So I kind of like to challenge myself and pick games that are going to be tough, right? Usually, I mean, if there's one team has 20 wins and the other has 10, not that it's easy, but easier to pick, right? This one, they got one's 20 win, one's 19 win. So it's going to be a tough game, obviously. Murray State, they score 84, but they give up 79. So a little more offensive team, where Bradley scores 77 and gives up 73. Little more defensive team there. They're both 2-2 in the last 4 games, with Murray State winning their last game by 13 and Bradley losing their last game by 7 in double overtime. So here's the thing for this one. I know that's bad for Bradley, but I think home cooking comes into play here. Bradley's 3.5 point favorite. I'm going to go with them. I almost went money line, but I like to go cover. So I'm going to say Bradley covers the spread tomorrow. And Murray, even though they won their last game, they've actually lost 3 of the previous 4. So I think Bradley will cover on that one. But we're about to find out. I've never seen those 2 teams play. But guess what? I will tomorrow, and it's going to be pretty good. So we'll find out how Bradley does. So if you're watching, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. Thanks for listening about these Sunday games. Don't forget the rules. I actually practiced the rules today. I had a few losses, have some good wins, but had a few losses. And I was thinking, let me go look at those West Coast games. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So I'm going to let it ride. Whatever happens, happens. I have a North Carolina bet that I'm watching right now. And and then I'll live to bet a little bit tomorrow on Sunday. So thanks for watching. Hope everything goes great. I do want to drop this. The Longhorns did go into A&M and beat them. So where's it at? Hook 'em. Have a good night.